What's up everybody, Alex here again. So today we're going to pass through the stranger mission you have in Saint Denis, one of the first stranger missions you can have in chapter 4 is Help a Brother Out, and I wanted to show you a few things you can do in this particular moment in the game. So let's watch here first and then we're going to continue.
You're wrong on 2 counts, sir. I'm a humble brother, a penitent monk, not a priest, and you're a magnificent bit of work. You may have made some poor choices, but which of us hasn't?
You have no idea.
But you do. And God does, and that's enough for me and for him.
We shall see.
That we shall, sir. But why don't you hedge your bets and give 2 bits to the poor? There are so many who will go hungry tonight.
Sure.
Bless you, sir.
How you getting on, anyhow?
These are a somewhat apathetic lot, I'm afraid.
My mentor says that America is designed to induce apathy in people.
It's a wonderful insight. He must be a wise man, your mentor.
Well, sometimes he's a downright fool, but usually he's the best man I know.
That's wonderful. The thing is, well, poverty will always be with us. But slavery, I thought we had banished that. Like Saint Denis is acting as a staging post for shipping slaves out to some of the islands.
I don't believe you. It's 1899.
Maybe you should take a look for yourself. I've heard that the pawnbroker down the block around the corner, the one with the green door, well, they say he sells more than forlorn trinkets. Help the poor.
So that was an interesting meet out there. First, the brother asks us for some small piece of money for kind of charity, helping the poor and so on. And after that, he's telling us that the shopkeeper of the Saint Denis fence is hiding slaves, and what we have to do is go there and find them so we can rescue them. And also, brother tells us something very interesting. He seems like a very intuition. He has very strong intuition, and he tells Arthur that he's a good person, that he has a good soul, which obviously Arthur doesn't believe. So, like we all know, he's an outlaw, he's killing people, he's stealing, and so on. But actually, anyway, Arthur is a good person. So let's focus on the job here, and we're going to continue after a few seconds. By the way, I want to show you what this is. Here we go now. The inscription. I'm very interested what is it. I have found it like maybe 5 or 6 times since I started the game, and I'm very interested what is it. It's like some kind of puzzle or clue for something which is going to bring us to some interesting person or some kind of treasure. I haven't searched it for it, but yeah, I would like to know what is it.
What's back here? Looks like this pulls out or something.
Pulls out? No, it's just an old bookcase. Seen better days. I must say, you're acting very strange. Just what is it you want?
So the shop worker is telling us that we are acting strange, but he's actually the one who is very suspicious.
Door in your chest.
They made me do it. I was always good to them, but they forced
And like we see, it didn't took a lot to make him speak. And what is going on here actually is that usually, by the way, there are few other missions similar like that. They are always stranger missions when you have to go in some kind of property shop or something like that, and the person who is usually there for our service is different than the usual one who is staying there every time. So today we see this guy who just said that he's brother of the shopkeeper, the owner of the
This is
fence.
my brother's store. I'm just watching it while he's away.
And we actually see him only now. This is the only time we meet this guy. And looks like it didn't took much for Arthur to find the exact, the just the right book he needed to pull out to open the door. And by the way, also interesting is how that guy just vanishes. I'm very I wanted to see how that happened. I try uh I think on my second or my third time. It wasn't all the times because I did few more times, but I tried to follow him to see how he's going out, but I'm not sure is it possible to see him. Did the Rockstar made it this way, like some kind of mysterious uh, vanishing, or yeah. Anyway, the first time I was going down there, I thought I was a bit scared actually. Every time when I this game, every time when I have to go in somewhere where it's dark and I'm not really sure what to expect, because I had already moments that scare me out a lot.
Now don't worry. I'm on your side.
¿Quién eres?
Please, I'm on your side. It's gonna be okay.
Gracias, señor. Muchas gracias.
Come with me. Don't worry.
Here I was trying to find something interesting, like I thought that maybe here we can find some kind of unique item. Well, definitely not provisions, but I thought probably I can find some kind of unique item that can be found anywhere else in the game, but unfortunately there is nothing good you can take. So here are a few things I wanted to show you. There are a few different ways. Well, there is not much of a difference, but there are a few different ways you can finish or complete the mission. The first thing is how you deal with the shop worker. Actually, one of the two things in the checklist in the end of the mission is if you can speak with him without hurting him, without beating him, and so on. So the first time, as you already saw, I jumped on him, but now actually I saw that it's not necessary.
I've had enough of this. You're crazy. I'm going to get help.
No, no. This is a dream.
So actually, while I'm recording this right now, I heard his steps when he ran out, and this is why there's no way to see him when he's vanishing, because the camera is watching at our back and we can't see him. So the second thing I wanted to show you here is the difference in the money I'm taking from the cash register. The first time I took the money before I released the fellows, but I took, if I remember right, something like $20, and now I took $29, and this was actually the second time when I took the money, and I was thinking, is there something to do with the honor level? Because what I noticed in some other stranger missions, there is a big meaning of how high your honor level is, and depending on that you can take different amount of money from depending on who as well. If he's a bad guy and you have higher honor level, you can take less money, and the opposite if you are talking with a good guy and you have higher yeah, you get it. When you talk with good guy and you have high honor level, you take more money. If your honor level is lower when you're talking with a good guy, you take lower amount of money. If you're talking with a bad guy and you have lower amount of lower honor level, you take more money, and if you have higher honor level talking with a bad guy, you're taking less money. So actually, it's like you have to be careful for the difference between your honor level and depending on who you're talking with.
Here, payment for your services. I could not have freed these men myself.
Thank you, brother. It's very kind of you.
Be well, sir. Come see me again sometime. I often work at the old church on Gasper Street in St. Francis.
So the next thing I wanted to show here is how much money you're going to take if you say yes for the money that the brother is offering you as for the service. It's only $1. It's not worth it. It's better to give them to the poor because you're earning very good amount of good honor. So it's better to give them. And the last thing I wanted to show is that actually you have an option to give the money from to give the cash to the ex-slaves. As you already saw, the first option is to steal them, and the second is to give them. Of course, when you're giving them, they are 1,000, but when you're taking them, they are 20. But anyway, and about what I said before that. I'm not very sure if our honor level has that much of a deal in this case now, because I actually was giving myself only just like few minutes, like 3 or 4 or 5 maybe minutes before I start the mission, and it was like mostly with greeting, so I don't think it's taking that much
Let's go get something to eat.
like raw
Manger.
in
Comida,
this case now. So probably the money in the cash register are going to be different anyway.
I could not have freed these men myself.
Give it to the poor, brother.
Thank you. I will. Like I said, magnificent. Come on. Come. Come see me again sometime. I often work at the old church on Gasper Street in St. Francis.
We have one more star intermission with him. It's pretty interesting. I suggest you to do it. It is depending on the honor. So anyway, that was for me. By now, wish you luck. Bye for now, and see you soon.